Radical Equations Level 2. This is very similar to Level 1 in that you're solving for x, but what makes this Level 2 is that you're going to possibly get two answers. So I have my problem written down here. Very first thing we can do, since this radical is already by itself, is I can square both sides. That will get rid of the square root. So on the left, I have 8x minus 7 equals, now on the right, x plus 1, do my work over here to the side, squared. So x plus 1 squared really means x plus 1 times x plus 1. So you can multiply this using your rainbows, using FOIL, whatever method you find most comfortable. If you're not sure what method you want to use, I like to use a rectangle. So this part goes on one side and that part goes on the top. And then you just multiply to get the inside. So x times x is x squared, x times 1 is 1x, and 1 times 1 is 1. So when I can bring my answer out over here, x squared, I add these two together, so plus 2x plus 1. Now, just like in the last unit, in order to solve something that has a squared, we need to get everything to the same side and then factor. So I'm going to subtract 8x on both sides. So that cancels. Negative 7x equals x squared. 2 minus 8 is negative 6x plus 1. And then I'm going to add 7 on both sides. So you have 0 equals x squared minus 6x plus 8. Now, in order to solve this, we need to factor it. So that means we're going to use the diamond. The top of the diamond is 8, and the bottom of the diamond is negative 6. So I need two numbers that multiply to negative 8, or multiply to positive 8, excuse me, and add to negative 6. So I can have 1 and 8, where either one is negative, or 2. Oh, I'm wrong here. In order to get it to add to a negative and multiply to a positive, both numbers are going to be negative. So it'd be negative 1 and 8, or negative 2 and negative 4. So this is the pair that adds to negative 6. So now I can rewrite this with my factors, x minus 2 times x minus 4. This is how you get two answers. You're going to get one answer for each parenthesis. So 0 equals x minus 2, 0 equals x minus 4. So I'm going to solve the one on the left, add 2 on both sides. So you get x equals 2. Now I can solve the one on the right, and you get x equals 4. Now the one last thing you need to do here for this problem is you need to check your solutions, because sometimes both work, sometimes only one works. All you need to do to check is you're going to put it back into the original equation. So I have down here my original equation written, and I'm going to plug in my two different answers, 2 and 4. So I'm going to start with 2. So 8 times 2 minus 7 equals 2 plus 1. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. So square root of 9 equals 2 plus 1. Square root of 9 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. So that answer works. So this is one of your solutions. Now we're going to check, see if 4 works as a solution. So 8 times 4 minus 7 equals 4 plus 1. 8 times 4 is 32. Minus 7 is 25. Square root of 25 equals 4 plus 1 is 5. And the square root of 25 does equal 5, so 5 equals 5 is true. So this is also a solution. So like I said, at this stage, sometimes you're gonna find like You're going to get a 4 on one side and a 6 on the other side. 4 doesn't equal 6, so that wouldn't work. So that would mean that solution doesn't work. This time, both solutions work. So now I'm going to put them into Delta Math. So in order to put two solutions in, you can, if you're working on your laptop, hit the comma and it'll bring up another box, or you can always use this plus button to bring up another box so that you can put both answers in. 2 and 4 are my two answers here. Yes, I want to submit. And there you can see all the correct work and that they show you that they do check their solutions.